Yeah, so really just kind of do whatever you need to open up like this area of the body. If it means you're standing and kind of rolling, or if you're sitting and rolling, we'll do that for a few moments as we really come into our space. And this practice that we're doing today, we're actually going to do like an extended version on Saturday, because Saturday's peak pose will be our Urdhva Dhanurasana, our upward facing bow pose. So we need to open our shoulders and our quads, our hips, our chest for that, and then our back. And so this week we're kind of Tuesday, Thursday, kind of leading into that for everybody that's here this week. That'll be here on Saturday. So if you kind of got the kinks out from wherever you are, and let's start in our heart melting pose, but let's use some blocks. And you can bring them as wide as you want, as close together as you want. We're going to feel into the shoulders, feel into that chest. So dropping the heart down. You might even notice a little bit of a kind of extension in the back. But sink the heart down. Again, you can bring the blocks off of the mat, kind of feeling into wherever is right for you. And let's breathe into this space. So allowing this time to bring awareness to that part of the body, but also awareness to the breath. And breathing maybe in through the nose and out through the mouth, or just however feels right. And knowing that our breathing might change as we open up, or as we maybe even get a little tense in places with the movement, with the shape. Let's breathe. Our heart melting pose. Breathing in and out. In and out. Another breath in. Exhale, maybe exhaling out the mouth. And then today, we're going to do a lot of, rather than plank pose, doing a reverse plank, or upward plank, some various movements than what we usually do. Just offering us on the mat to have a different perspective. How can that perspective serve us today, tonight? So we're bringing some awareness to that intention. Now one more breath in. And exhale, let the breath go. And now let's press the hands into the block and roll the shoulders, roll the back up. Kind of come forward just enough so we can bring the hands off of the blocks and move the blocks to either corner of the mat. We're going to use them in later in our practice. And so from here, let's sway the hips side to side. So our hands are on the mat, kind of like our tabletop. Swing the hips back and forth. And when you get over to maybe the right side next time, go back towards the heels and around across the heels over to the left. Bring that heart forward between the hands, past the fingers, and around the hips, go towards the heels. We're making a big circle with the heart. And then switching directions. So we stretched out the shoulders. Now we're just going to get some movement in the shoulders. And now let's come forward back to tabletop. And let's bring our feet all the way through so our legs are long and our hands are on our hips, or beside our hips on the floor. So this is our Dandasana, our staff pose. So we have our Chaturanga Dandasana, which is we know Chaturanga Dandasana. This is our staff pose. So we're going to sit, point the feet towards the face, hands are at the side. Roll the shoulders up and back. Engage that low belly. Gaze past the big toes. Maybe the heels lift off the floor as we flex the feet towards the face. Breathing in. Exhale, feeling those thighs activate. Now inhale, let's lift the hands to the sky. Then exhale, lower those heels towards the ground. Bring the arms out in front. Cross the right hand underneath. Left hand on top. Find eagle arms with the legs extended. And then we'll exhale, bring the arms over to the right. And now let's gaze over the left. Maybe you feel in the upper back open. Flex the feet towards the face, but don't lift the heels off, but engage the core. Sits bones ground. Inhale. Now exhale, arms come through the center. Go over to the right with the shoulder, or the gaze over the shoulder, the arms to the left. Sits bones ground. Breathe in. Exhale, bring the elbows back to the middle, the gaze towards the middle. Release the arms out to the side. Maybe way, way, way back, pinching the shoulder blades together, creating some space. And exhale, bring the hands to the ground beside the hips, maybe behind the sits bones, just a little behind the glutes. Press the hands down, point the toes, lift the hips up for reverse plank. Walking those heels out, maybe getting those shoulders to where it feels just right. And if that doesn't really feel good on those shoulders, come into the forearms and maybe just drop the head back, kind of round the low back. Otherwise, revolved or reverse plank. Head back, shoulders active. Noticing the activity in the quads to the tops of the legs, feet. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Now exhale, bring that right foot down, left foot down. We're going to come into reverse tabletop. Drop the head back. And again, if that doesn't feel good on the shoulders, find your elbows, forearms down, and just come into maybe a little bit of a bridge. Warming up the shoulders. Breathe in. Now exhale, lower everything down. Coming back to Dandasana. So sits bones ground, hands beside the hips, legs out long, flex the feet towards the face. Maybe the heels lift off the ground, shoulders back, gaze past the big toes. Let's inhale. Exhale, notice the beating of the heart. It's different perspective, our staff pose. Draw the belly button in as the shoulders come over the hips. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the heels down. Sweep the arms up on an inhale. Out to the side, exhale. Now bring the arms back to the middle. Left arm underneath, right arm comes on top on eagle arms. Left arm on the bottom this time. Breathe in. Now lift the elbows up so maybe they're past the shoulders. And now bring the elbows down so they're in line with the shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale, go over to the right with the gaze. The arms go to the left. Exhale, arms go over to the right. Gaze goes over towards the left. Breathe in. And now over to the middle. Everything to the middle. Let the arms go. Sweep them out to the side. Now exhale, bring the hands down. The right hand grounds. Come over to the side of the body, coming to our side plank. Either be on your palm or your forearm. Lifting up with the hips. Now that left arm, find some circles. Opening up the shoulder. Now extend that arm over the head, reaching through that left heel, reaching through the left fingertips. Inhale. Now let's exhale, dip the hips down just to kind of kiss the floor, lift it back up. Now exhale, lower down the hips, come all the way down to the sits bones. Bring the arms down beside us, finding our staff pose, Dandasana. Flex the feet towards the face, heels lift, shoulders up and back. Hands pressed down, heart shines forward. Breathe in. Exhale, sigh. Sweep the arms up to the sky, lower the heels. Exhale to drop the left hand down, roll over to the left side of the foot, lifting the hips. Right arm reaches high. But always come down onto that forearm. We're in our side plank. And now roll that shoulder, creating some space. And then reach that right arm over the head. The right heel reaches for the short edge of the mat. extending through the side body. Now let's exhale, bring the right hand down. We're going to come into our plank pose, just regular plank, Palakasana. The hips lift. Now reach through the back, reach the heels back, crown of the head forward. Hips lift, shoulders over the elbows, over the wrists. Breathe in. Let's exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Let the breath go. Inhale, roll it forward, plank pose, Palakasana. Now let's exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. So our four-limb staff pose, so shoulders in line with elbows maybe. Breathe in. Now exhale, find Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Let those thighs hover. Maybe lift the right foot and extend that foot back. Lift the left foot, extend it back. We're going to be here for 3 breaths. Maybe letting those hips dip down, but lifting through the heart. Shoulders down. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. One more breath in. Exhale, lift it up and back. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Let the breath go. Let the heels sink down, the palms ground, the hips lift. Breathe in. Now exhale, let's press the left foot into the ground. Send the right leg to sky, but bend that knee and reach that heel to the glute, and then reach that knee to the sky. If you notice a slight opening in the right quad. And now exhale, lower that right foot down. Do the same thing with the left foot. Lift it high to the sky, but reach that heel to the glute, and then reach that knee to the sky. Opening up the front of the left thigh. And then we'll inhale, step that left foot through, lower the right knee down. Inhale to rise, the arms come up. And now exhale, bring the hands behind the head and interlace the fingers. With the hands behind the head, let's pinch those shoulder blades together. Maybe send the hips forward. And we have a slight back bend. Pinching the shoulder blades together. Compressing the low back. And now exhale, let's hinge forward. Reach the fingertips forward. Hover over that left leg. Bring that right hand to the ground. Reach the left hand high. Pavrita Parsukhanasana. Inhale. Exhale, bring that left hand down. Inhale to rise, lifting the arms up to the sky. Nice, guys, breathe in. Now exhale, sweep the hands back. Bring that right heel to the glute. Now kick the right heel into the hand. Noticing that quad open. Inhale. Exhale, let's send the right hand to sky and then out to the side. Maybe send the left arm back just a little to feel some opening in the shoulder as we kick the right hand into the foot. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the right foot down, frame the foot. Bring everything back to plank pose, Palakasana. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in and hold as we lower down. And exhale, press up back to plank and then downward facing dog. Exhale. 2 breaths here and then downward facing dog. Feeling the backs of the legs open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, step the right foot forward between the hands. Lower that left knee down. Inhale to rise. Now this time, bring the hands to that low back and then pinch those shoulder blades together. Send the heart forward. And now really send those hips forward too to open up that hip flexor in the left leg. Shoulder blades kind of pinching a pencil. Breathe in. Now exhale, bring the arms up. You can kind of bring those hips back to center if you were really dipping into that left hip flexor. And now exhale to sweep the hands down. Catch that left foot with the left hand. Kick the hand into the foot. Then reach the right arm up. Opening up that left quad. Exhale, the hand can come to the hip or anywhere that might feel good for that range of motion in the shoulder. Exhale. Deep breath in. Now exhale. Let's release the hand from the foot, but don't let that foot just plop down. Try to let it just kind of float down. And then we'll bring our arms to the sky. Exhale, sweep the hands down to bring the foot. Let's step it forward and forward fold Uttanasana. Breathing out and in and out. Maybe swaying side to side. Maybe moving the hands to one side of the mat and then the other, opening up that space between the shoulder blades. Now bend the knees, let's rise up all the way to stand. And then exhale, finding mountain pose. Grounding into the earth, feeling the breath in the body, guys, and the heart in the chest. Breathe in. Now exhale, bring that right knee up, so it's maybe in line with the hip, and then send that right foot back, catch the right foot in the hand. Now kick the hand into the foot, reach the left arm forward, maybe hinging at the waist, Dandasana. Maybe you want it to be more of a back bend and you reach the arm back. Maybe you want to open up the chest and you reach forward. But notice the right thigh. Exhale, lower the right foot down. Let's bring our arms out to the side. Ground the feet. Exhale, twist over to the right. Hips are forward. Arms go to the side. Bring the right hand to the right hamstring. The left arm reaches up. Slight back bend, opening up the armpit. Nice. And exhale, arms out like a T. Bring the chest forward, palms facing the same direction as the hips. Bring the left foot, left knee up. Maybe find that left knee with the hands and then kick the foot back. Find the foot with the left hand. Kick the foot into the hand. Then maybe you reach the arm forward and it's more of a chest opener. Or maybe you reach the arm back and it's a back bend. But kick the left foot into the hand so we can open the left quad. Ground through the right foot. And now exhale, release the right hand to the side, release the left foot to the floor. Open out like a T to the side, ground the feet, let out a breath. Inhale, ground through the feet, reach the crown of the head to the sky. And on an exhale, twist to the left. Palms shine towards the long edge of the mat, the hips shining forward. Maybe you send the left hand to the back of the leg, the right arm reaches up to stretch through the armpit as a little slight back bend. And now exhale, bring the arms out like a T again, palms face the long edge of the mat. Exhale, bring everything forward. Let the breath go. Inhale, palms up, arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. And now we'll inhale, step it back to downward facing dog. Hips to the sky. Sits bones to the sky. And then we'll inhale, roll it forward. We're going to find plank pose. And now in our plank pose, keep those hips lifted. Maybe bring the feet wide, maybe mat distance wide, maybe a little longer. Maybe bring that left hand under the heart, because we're going to come into a 3-point contact plank. And now we're going to bring the right arm, bring it up so that elbow is kind of in line with the hip. And then bring that right arm out to the side like a wing. And now bring the right hand behind us with the palm to the sky. So the back of the right arm is on the low back. Keep those hips lifted. Bring the arm out to the side, palm comes down. Now exhale, right hand to the earth. Come back, the hands underneath the shoulders, breathe in. Exhale, lower those knees mat distance apart, send the hips back. Exhale. Really reach those sits bones to the heels if you were lengthening the low back out. Breathe in. Now exhale, let's roll forward, hands plant. Bring the toes wide, feet wide, coming into mat distance wide with the feet, maybe wider. The right hand this time can come under the heart. And now the left hand, we're going to bring the right elbow up kind of towards the hip. And now bring the left arm out to the side. And now sweep it behind us to the back of that left arm and the palm faces the sky. Hold here, breathe in. Exhale, send the arm out to the side. Then hand comes to the ground, hands back in plank, breathe in. Exhale, knees come mat distance, so the hips back. Stretch out the low back, heart melts to the earth. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, sigh. Now let's inhale, rise forward, curl the toes under, find downward facing dog. One breath, kind of touching back, resetting in downward facing dog. And now step the right foot forward, bring the left foot forward just a little bit. Ground the left foot, maybe the toes face the long edge, the right toes face forward. Bring that block on the inside of that right foot. Hand can come down to the block and reach the right arm to sky. So revolved pyramid. Havrita Parasvatanasana. Maybe the right hand comes across the low back, so the back of that arm is across the low back, right shoulder opens up. Breathe in. Bend that front knee as we sweep the right arm to the sky, and then bring the hand back to the earth. Maybe folding over that front leg. And now inhale to rock forward. Bring the right foot, the right knee over the ankle, step the left foot forward. Now switch, that right foot comes back. Setting up for our revolved pyramid on the other side. So bring the block on the inside of the foot. Ground through the left foot, ground through the right. We're gonna rise up first to reset. Exhale, bring the hands to the side. Shoulders roll up, back and down. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. You can straighten or bend that front leg as much as you need as we fold forward. Surrendering here. And then we'll twist the left arm up to the sky. Right arm presses down. Opening up the left shoulder. Maybe you move the hand around at the top. Noticing the movement in the shoulders. And now exhale, sweep the left hand down. Bring that block forward. Hands plant. Step the feet back. Coming into our plank pose again. And then we're going to do that funky little that tripod. So bring the feet nice and wide on the mat. The left hand underneath the heart. And now bring the elbow up kind of towards the hip. And then bring the arm out. And now bring the hand behind us. So the back of the arm is across the low back. The palm faces up. Let's breathe in. Now exhale, bring the arm out. And then bring the hand down. Let's find downward facing dog. Just one breath. And then exhale, lower the knees down and sit back. Either puppy pose or child's pose, but really lengthening the back. Exhale. Now inhale, rolling forward. And we're going to roll back. And do that again, rolling forward. Press those hands down. And then roll it back, pressing the hands down, activating the armpits. That sounds funny, but kind of roll up again and notice the stretch and opening in the armpits. Pressing the hands down as we roll. And then let's roll it back. Pause, feel the breath. And then when you're ready, coming into your plank pose with wide feet. So maybe that mat distance apart. And you can always lower down if you want, but if you lower down, really bring those hips forward and the heart up for this. So if you're in your plank, find your plank, the right arm underneath the heart. And then the left hand, bring the left elbow towards the hip. And the left arm out to the side. And then bring that arm behind us. Across the low back, palm to the sky. Breathe in. And then exhale, bring the arm out. Hands come down. And now let's step it forward. So bring the hands wide, feet step forward. Bending the knees, exhale, sigh, let it go. Maybe bring the hands to the heart. Rounding through the feet. Wiping the sweat off your brow. Wiggling the toes. Settling the shoulders. Relax into our mountain pose. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Now dropping the hands to the side. Reaching the fingers towards the earth, heels and balls of the feet towards the earth. Let's bend our knees and just fold, hinge at the waist, folding forward, Uttanasana. And then stepping the feet back, finding a plank pose, just so we can lower down, sit back in child's pose, melting down. And then exhale, rolling forward onto the stomach. And when you get down to the stomach, send the left arm forward off the mat and then roll over onto the left side. The right knee can kind of come onto the earth and then send the left heel towards the left glute and then find the left foot with the right hand. And kind of pull that left leg back with the right hand. Maybe you feel a stretch in the left quad. That right leg is really just to kind of balance us, so we're not flopping all over the place. There's nothing wrong with flopping all over the place. If you want to flop all over, then do it. It's kind of fun, actually. Or the right knee can be in front to just give us some stability. Maybe we begin to breathe in for 4. And exhale for 6. Another breath in for 4. And exhale for 6. Now release the right or the left foot with the right hand. Let's roll onto our stomach. Send the right arm off the mat if you want. Lie on the stomach. Breathe in. And then let's roll over to the right side. The left knee comes over to the side just for that stability. If you want to flop all over it, you totally can. Kick the right heel towards the glute. The left hand finds the foot. And if you can't find the foot with the right hand, then just reach the foot back so you can feel a little bit of a stretch, hopefully, in that quad, that right quad. And some mindful breaths. And we'll exhale to release the foot from the hand. This time, flop on over to your back. So maybe you need to shimmy back onto your mat, but finding your back on the floor. We'll exhale to hug the knees in and bring them out to the side. We usually draw them right into the chest. Let the knees come out to the side. And we'll exhale, bring the feet to the ground. If you have a block handy, you can find a block. We're just going to come up to a bridge. So press the feet down, knees to the sky, glutes press up as if they were pressing through the hips. Now bring that block underneath the sacrum and find a supported bridge. Maybe you stay here with the feet on the ground. Or we can send the legs long. If we send the legs long, we might feel some compression in that low back and the opening of the hip flexors. So wherever you find yourself, feel the shoulders in the earth. This change of perspective. We usually get this little compression in the back in a Sphinx pose or a Dandasana. Here we are in our supported bridge. One more breath. Exhale, bring the left foot to the ground. Feel the left foot. Plant. Now plant the right foot to the ground. Drive up through the hips. Slide that block out from underneath. Lower that low back down. Hallelujah. And now hug the knees into the chest. Maybe finding your Apanasana or a happy baby. And maybe just the legs up the wall. Notice the backs of the shoulders, the spine, hips, grounded. You can just rock around in this happy baby as long as you like, or you can come right into Shavasana with your legs long. Let your body cool, let the heart rate slow. Maybe you need to lift the arms up overhead and then sweep them down. Or maybe you rest with the arms overhead like an X for your Shavasana. Begin to wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. And then maybe move that lower jaw side to side. Bringing some awareness to the face and maybe making a funny face. Maybe rock the head side to side, one ear to the ground and the other ear. When you're ready, you can flop or roll to one side. You can roll right up to a seat, but eventually finding a seated position. Let's feel ankles, knees, hips. Hips, shoulders, elbows, wrists. Maybe offer a neck roll or two. And then bring the hands to the heart space. Maybe offer ourselves fresh perspective today. Let's exhale. Inhale. Om Shanti. 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 Om